I want to know where your next ultra's going to be. You're gonna keep that
Well,
secret?
actually, my idea now that I've to do the one that I've done this year, to do it again now that
Okay.
I know what I'm getting into.
Mm,
I'm open to traveling for it as well. I just haven't found one that is in the summer that makes sense. So at the beginning of 2025, I said that I wanted to read a book a month. I'm gonna be honest here, and I fell off the wagon. What had happened was I started reading this book in September. It was about sleep. And I love the topic. I love to sleep. But the book was so, and I'm not shading anyone here. This is more for like, I've learned more of what I need to read and what I like reading. And it was so physiological. Is that the word?
and
No.
philosophical.
Yeah, cool. We both done it.
Okay.
Great. It was so smart that I wasn't
Okay.
smart enough. It was just very,
Dry.
yeah, nerdy, I was gonna say, but that's also
Okay.
not
That
a.
is cute
I
though.
do love it. I do love a nerd.
Yeah. No, I know what
Do
you're
love
trying
a
to
nerd.
say.
It was very
Intellectual.
intellectually detailed to the physics and the quantums of what I don't even
It's just
know.
losing you.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm falling asleep by reading this book, which was not the plan. So the universe came around. So I was reading this book and I realized that I wasn't getting ahead with this book. So then one day I get a text from my mom saying, this book came to me as in like she saw it somewhere and she read the title of the book. She hadn't read the book. It wasn't even out at the time, but I pre-ordered it and it will come to your house at some point, just so you know. She sent me a text. And then I don't know, that was just a random message that I got. I tried to continue reading this book. At the same time, I got invited by a friend for an event of like a breath workshop and like a panel and da 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 da. I wasn't like just to listen to be in the audience. And I was like, oh, cool, sounds great. Anyway, time goes on. I don't continue to read the sleep book because it's putting me to sleep. The book from my mom arrives and it's called The Sign. And I was like, and I put it on my to-do like next month book list. As in like I have like a pile of books that I want to read next. And I was like, okay, I've got to finish the sleep book. I'll read it the next month. Maybe 3 days later, I tried to sit down with my sleep book again. I said, fuck it, this book is not doing it for me. I'm going to put it aside. And I felt like a loser and like I was quitting, but I was like, I'm just going to start reading this book that my mom sent to me. Anyway, so I started reading this book. 3 pages in, I write my mom a message. Thank you for this book. I think it's going to change my life. It's really good. I haven't finished it yet, but it's really, really good.
What's it about?
It talks about the signs and your intuition and your gut feeling and how we can ask for signs by the universe. Oh God, I've got goosebumps. Anyway, so this friend then is like, hey, remember this thing I invited you to? Would you like to come? And he gave me some more details on it.
Yeah.
With the more details that he gave me, I wasn't able to attend because it was camera filmed and I didn't want to be in a documentary that I don't know what the rest of the documentary is about. So I said, unfortunately, I can't attend. Anyway, I start reading this book. I take it everywhere. And then I go to meet with this friend. I see him and we chat. And after our chat, he had to go to an appointment and I still had some time. So I was going to continue reading the book. So while he was getting ready, I took out this book. This was the day before the event, by the way.
Okay.
And I take out this book and he's like, oh, what are you reading? I said, The Signs by Tara. I unfortunately forgot her surname right now. I'm so embarrassed, but by Tara. And he was like, oh, that's funny. That's the lady who's coming tomorrow hosting the panel that I invited you to. What are the fucking odds? I've never heard of this lady before.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to read this book until later. And then I happened to meet him. And at the end of our meeting, I get out this book. He happens to see it and asks me out of curiosity what book it is. And it is by the woman that is facilitating that event that he has been mentioning for weeks.
So you didn't go though?
I did end up going, but I was in the back and I told her and she had goosebumps. It was such a sweet moment. But again, like the universe, like the signs, the universe was fucking listening. It's absolutely insane.
And what else has come up through like reading this book and the signs of intuition?
Well, first, here's I get goosebumps because I don't know if I get goosebumps or emotional. When I was 21, I lost one of my best friends. And I'm very much still in contact with his family or with his mom, especially. And when reading this book, she talks about how you can ask for signs by a loved one. And you can be specific. You can say, I'm just, you read a book and you interpret what it means to you. So
Yeah.
I was very specific about the sign I asked for him.
Mm-hmm.
And this is absolutely insane. When I met him, when he became one of my best friends, he was working selling popcorn. So I said in my head, I want the sign to do with popcorn. And not just because I'm somewhere and I see a bag of popcorn, or like I'm, at the studio we have popcorn and I love popcorn. Maybe that's why I love popcorn, because of him. But I said it needs to be specific. And then there's this really weird moment a few days later where I am in Covent Garden and I was about to go and grab a salad at this place. And the salad place, Susie and I often go to. So I pick up my phone to text her or call her and ask her if she wants anything from the salad place, because I knew she was at the studio, which is like 2 minutes walk. I look up before I text her and Susie's there. And Susie has a bag of popcorn in her hand.
Yeah.
And hear this. The shop that she got it from is called Gottfried's.
Yeah.
Gottfried is the German name of my name, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
And my best friend's dad
I'm getting goosebumps.
used to call me Gottfried.
Yeah.
So the fact that she had popcorn from a store that has my name in the German version, which nobody really knows about, what? Who makes this up?
And then when you're asking for the sign, like, was there more to it? Were you like a sign if X, Y, Z?
For me, it's just a reminder. I truly believe the power in when people are no longer with us in the physical world is to remember them for the rest of our lives in what we do. Like, there's moments where I'm like, oh, I wonder if he would have liked this, or if he would like this music, or if he would have went on this holiday or whatever, or if he would like running. And I try to remember people in that way as much as I can, to never forget them. Like, even when I run, I imagine sometimes FaceTiming people that are no longer with us or with me. So I just wanted a sign of him being a part of my life.
I had that this week. So I was helping my brother out at his event. And we're at a hotel near Silverstone, like Formula One. And I didn't clock that. It's just my brother's doing a golf event. And walking around, he's like, oh, have you noticed that there's a theme in this hotel? I was like, I don't know, I can't tell. It's like, it's giving golf, it's giving country club. It's like not. He's like, you look at the room names. And then it was all like Formula One themed. I was like, oh, okay. And then we're in the restaurant having lunch. And then, there's all Formula One paraphernalia everywhere. And we're just talking about like his work. And then in the background, there was Fields of Gold by Sting, which was basically one of the songs played at my dad's funeral. And my dad was the biggest Formula One fan. So like 5-bed house, 2 rooms were full of Formula One stuff. So already he's like, oh, dad's here to have a vibe. Like, oh, I think he's like supporting the event. And anyway, and then in the rooms, my brother's room, he was showing me, he was like, look at all the artwork. I was like, oh yeah, it was all like rowing stuff. And like one of the things that paintings my mum has at her house. And just like, oh, there's so many like familyisms going on at this hotel right now. And we just took it as a sign of like, he's supporting me, like, this is going to be a good event out. And it was. He had a very successful show. Yeah. It's just so random at this. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Like, if we ask for these signs, I think, and that's what part of the book is about. You know, you can ask for these signs and they will show up. And yeah, that was really mind blowing.
Oh, I need to get it. I love it.
Yeah, it's really good. And the day I met her, I think it just entered the New York bestseller list. Tara Stewart, I want to say.
But I'm going to add that to, because I started the book club.
Oh God, don't tell me this.
Why? You're like, I want that idea too. I want to do it too.
No, you know why? I'm going to tell you honestly. So my friend Phoebe Robinson.
Yeah.
She just released her new stand-up special, where she basically says, oh no, book clubs are for women that don't get laid. So.
No, honey, I'm good. No.
So it's just but I literally listened to it this morning.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, that's quite funny.
I want to ask you, because I've actually been doing a deep dive into this, like whether to invest, because you're big about your skincare.
Yeah, girl.
Right.
I mean,
obvious. Korean skincare, are you doing it?
Who?
Korean skincare.
No. So I have a very good skin doctor here in the UK that I go with and that I trust, and we kind of like go in and out of trying what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
And first of all, I'm loyal as fuck. If I'm with something or with someone, like that's what I'll do and what I'll use. And it seems to work for my skin, so I feel really well-rounded.
You always are glowing.
Thank you. Today I'm a bit shiny, I think. But in general, yes, I am glowing. Thank you. But also, like, the thing is that I'm challenged by, same as with social media, not saying that any, like, Korean skincare isn't the right thing, but a lot of it's just trends. They pop up, everybody's doing it, and then you never hear about it again. And I'd rather listen to someone who's in that field and is doing the work. And I know, for example, that my skin doctor, whenever these things come out, he will look into it and see what we can apply and what we can, or what makes sense or what doesn't. And I feel really like, again, I'm not a skin doctor, so I'm not just going to follow every trend and try that stuff. I would rather just listen to somebody that does that for, their actual job, and then go with their knowledge.
I love trying and testing with friends, like even with fashion. Like my favorite way to shop is like, that looks great. Where did you get it?
Yeah.
And yeah, I have a couple of friends, we do it for just skincare. Like, you need this, you need that.
I think face masks I'm open because you could just flop them on.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like actual creams and potions, I'd rather listen to somebody that's, has the knowledge. But I love a face mask. I think I do one every second night at least, whether it's with collagen or hydration or whatever it is. And I just pop them on, and Susie actually recommended one that was really good. And I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, she sent me some like the gold these before.
Yeah.
What else is she good with? She got me into, and I think it's really helped contribute to my hair growth. Leave-in conditioner spray.
What?
Leave-in conditioner. I mean, you're not doing it.
I was like, what's that?
But like after you wash your hair, leave-in conditioner, because she had it. She was like, yeah, try it. And then I was like, oh, this is quite nice. I've done it ever since like LA. Yeah. Okay. Such a vibe.
Well, yeah, the reason I laughed is because about a few months ago, I got an email from Beyonce's hair care line, Secret or whatever it's called. And when I got it, I was like, bitch, know your target audience. I don't even have hair. I mean, what are we talking about? 20 minutes later, I find myself at the checkout ordering shampoo, conditioner, and like hair oil. And I'm like, what am I doing? Anyway, it's gone so far that I actually think in 2026, I'd like to get my hair transplant done.
Oh, yeah.
Like I want to get the zzzt. So, yeah, thinking about it.
But I love a bald man.
Oh, so listen. One thing I am aware of, my face is cute. And in the words of Beyonce, face card never declines.
Yes.
But I do want to try it. And
when
again,
I see you with hair, though, I'm like, it's such a different person.
Also, I've got nothing to lose. And I saw the hair story line of Lewis Hamilton, and I was like, well, if you can look like that before and then turn out to look like Lewis Hamilton.
Oh yeah, what look would you love to try?
One thing I've actually missed a lot in my upbringing is black hair culture.
Yeah.
And I would love to grow it out and get it braided, like properly.
Like Lewis Hamilton does. That is a nice length for you. Oh my God, I'm trying to visual. Lewis is a good, do you know what? I was talking about this on holiday in America with my friends. One of my friends was like, I don't know who my celebrity doppelganger is to then look for inspiration of outfits or whatever. And she's quite hard because she's like very curvy but shorter, but then also can be petite. Like, it was quite hard to classify her. But yeah, yours is Lewis Hamilton.
For me, it is. And I don't mean that I'm trying to say I look like him. There is a comparison.
There is, yeah.
In the skin tone, I would say.
Fashion styles aren't dissimilar.
Girl, thank you. But yeah, anyway, in my dream world, yes, our styles are very similar.
Oh my God, your Dubai outfit, I have it in my head. One of them.
Well, I mean, that was inspired by somebody telling me I look like him, and then I went and bought this outfit that looked like him. That did work. Anyway, all that to say, I want to get my hair transplant done. There's also a guy on social media whose name is Jake. I think it's Cricketen. I don't know how to say his surname. Love this guy. I love his content. I love his honesty. I didn't even know. So because I'm not from the UK, I wasn't familiar with his story, that he was like on X Factor and he can sing really well. But he just shares his life with his family, really, really honest and really real. And he also shared that he's got his hair done several times. And he just, I think, had his third surgery, like had it done for the third time, because after time it changes and, other spots can get bald. And I think it's really cool that he's sharing it and that he's talking about it. And he just seems like such a nice guy. And I actually met him after the Berlin Marathon. And just told him that I really love his content and I appreciate him sharing the way he does, because it's not easy. And
also, actually, you must know this from, one, Peloton, and two, when you were working before on Germany's Got Talent. I learned from the Rest is Entertainment podcast that if you are thinning, you're going to know about it straight away if you work on TV, because the lights, you see it. Hence, a lot of they put the thing in, and that's why a lot of celebrities have the hair transplants, because you just cannot get away if you're starting to slightly thin.
Yeah, and the good thing is, again, I truly believe that I've been bald, like as in like I've worn my hair like completely bald, and I think I can rock it. No, I feel cute and comfortable with it. I just want to try it, see what it looks like, see what it does.
So Berlin Marathon, right? Saw that Harry Styles was there. That was all over Daily Mail. I saw it on some people's feeds. Did you see him?
I did. So again, speaking of manifesting, Harry Styles ran Tokyo Marathon where I didn't see him, which is funny because if I would have stuck with the time that I wanted to run for Tokyo, I would have probably seen him, but I didn't. It's okay. And then Berlin Marathon, it was all over the news that he was running. And people had said it before, and I don't even know how they knew it before. But anyway, they had like signs for him. Like over the course, you would see signs for like Harry Styles, which was so funny. And then when I finished, I saw online that he had ran and they had finished and that he ran a PB. And I actually saw a friend of mine, Richard, who started with him, I believe, or finished together or something like that. And they took a picture together, which was really sweet. And I was on my way to a location, to like a hotel place where you can get like massages as well. And I was on my way to that location. I was texting with a friend and he was like, "Oh my God, I heard Harry Styles is there. You're probably going to meet him." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll probably run into him, at the sauna and just say, 'Hi, how you doing?' kind of thing." As in like a joke.
Hi.
Yeah, exactly. "Hi, how you doing?" As in like a joke. Funnily enough, I get to that place and there was this, again, the universe and timing, it always works magically. So I got to the desk. Then I wanted to drop off my baggage because I had to take my baggage. I had to check out my hotel because I was getting a flight in the evening. So I brought my baggage. When I brought my baggage, I remembered I hadn't taken my supplements, like my vitamins and everything. And I was standing at this desk for a split second thinking, "Oh, that's embarrassing to take your vitamins right here, right now. Just leave it and you'll take them later." And I was like, "No, my body needs this. My body deserves this." So I said, "Before you take my bags, give me a second." And I got everything out. It was embarrassing. I looked like a bag lady that was like dragging everything out of a bag. Got everything out of my bag, had my vitamins, and this must have taken like 2.5 minutes. Was finished, gave them my bags, turned around to walk to the elevator, and I noticed 3 people standing in front of me. I was on my phone, and I put my phone and I was like, wearing my medal, proud of the race, about to go up to order some food. And I look up, and I see this big guy, this young lady, and this gentleman, and I was like, "That's fucking Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz."
Oh, stop it.
And their security. And I was like, cool, act normal. Which, I'm not a big geek as in like, but it was just funny because of the conversation I was having with my friend for fun, meet Harry Styles in the sauna, cool. Which is also a weird thing to say, but anyway, here we are. And then the elevator opens, they get in, and I was like, "Is it cool if I get on with you guys?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." Like, he was so sweet and genuine, like I couldn't even believe it. And then he saw my medal, and he was like, "Congratulations on your race. How'd it go?" And because I started chatting, I actually forgot to press the button of where I wanted to go. So then Harry was like, "Did you want to press the button, by the way, for where you want to go?" I was like, "Oh my God, I totally forgot." And
he's like, "Don't follow us."
No, he was like super genuine and just sweet. And then his bodyguard asked me if I run more often or what I do. And I kind of explained that I run a few races. And then I was like, "But Harry, didn't you just run like a PB?" And he lit up in his face. He was so excited. And he was like, "Yeah, I did." And then Zoe asked what a PB was, which was really sweet because, again, we sometimes speak in like running terms. Not everybody speaks that way. So I was like, "Oh, sorry." And then he explained it to her. And it was just a really sweet moment. And they were so kind and so genuine. And and then they got off and she made like a little joke and turned around and smiled. Yeah, it was just really sweet. I'm not, I'm not keen to meet celebrities because it's just not how I vibe. I'm just always happy when I meet them, that when they're just really nice people and they seem really nice. And that was just really cute. So, yeah.
Is she teeny tiny?
She's teeny tiny. She is shorter than I am, yes. She was just super sweet and there was like a lot
beautiful
of energy and aura going on, which was really lovely.
I think I'd be more excited to see Zoe Kravitz.
Well, the thing is, I was excited just to see them because they were nice. I don't care about a celebrity if they're a dick. And again, they don't. not saying that. Also, I take that back because it's weird. Because sometimes you meet people for 30 seconds, and how can you say what a person is like? You know.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, they can just
Be on
have
a
a
bad
shitty
day,
day,
yeah.
or just be on the phone, or have something on their mind. Like I'm daydreaming all the time. Doesn't mean I'm an asshole. But you know what I mean. So I think it was just nice to have a nice interaction with them when it organically. It wasn't like you were standing in the elevator and then somebody tried to force it. It just happened because of the race and the medal. And that was
It's
just
just a
nice.
human interaction.
Yeah, it was
Doesn't
just a
matter about
human. Yeah, it didn't. It doesn't matter. The fact that it was Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz was nice, but that interaction I would have appreciated with any human if you were standing there.
Do you know what that reminds me? There's a phrase that I've learnt recently that I really love. Just not even a phrase, just a word. Grace.
Yeah.
Like giving people grace and
Yeah.
giving yourself
Ugh.
grace. I love it. It's staying there right now. It just
Yeah.
warms the heart. It's so
Yeah.
lovely. It's a lovely word.
I agree.
So after Berlin, what else is happening up until the end of the year? Oh, we got loads coming up actually. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, but this one wasn't that. This was not planned the way this is coming. So I'm running the Royal Parks Half Marathon. Or probably by the time this comes out, I've probably ran it already. But and then I wanted to sign up for Frankfurt Marathon 2026 because I got excited for like, oh my God, I want to run more in Germany for 2026. Being the smart pants that I am, I'm very organized, by the way, mind you, normally, kind of.
You are.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
on.
Anyway, but turns out I signed up for Marathon 2025, which now means, because I was already signed up for Amsterdam and New York, which now means I'm running the Royal Parks Half Marathon. The Sunday after that, I'm running the Amsterdam Marathon. The Sunday after that, I'm running the Frankfurt Marathon. And the Sunday after that, I'm running the New York Marathon. Yeah. That's I'm excited and it's gonna be fun, but it's also like, wait, what are you doing?
When is New York? When is New York?
November 1st.
Okay.
Because that's the thing as well. Like we've learned about the story where Jeffrey ran Boston and London in 1 week, right?
Yeah.
It was quite hard.
Yeah.
Now to think about that I'm running a half marathon and 3 marathons in 4 weeks with travel, girl, who do you think you are? But I'm just gonna have a good time and enjoy it.
Yeah. I think this is good stamina for when you eventually do, like I said, the 100-miler. And
I
maybe you'll
also,
probably-
speaking of manifesting and vision boarding, I am manifesting to run the 777 race in 2027. That is 7 marathons and 7 continents in 7 days.
Is that what your colleague did?
Yes, Bex did it,
Yeah.
and it's fucking amazing. And I would love to do it one day.